Hi, I'm Eide. This is a kind of audition for my stand-up comedy. I was going to do my routine last night at Fair Trade Books, but it just didn't seem like the right crowd. So I'm going to try it out here, post it on YouTube, and see what happens. Okay, anyway. Imagine there is an audience out there, so I would open up with, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eide, and kind of hard of hearing, so if any hecklers out there, make sure you heckle loudly and clearly." Okay, I'm a cashier at Walmart, and as such, I encounter all kinds of body types. And one day I was waiting on a young mother who was sort of, okay, she was overweight and not very good looking. So I'm thinking to myself, how many, it's still going, okay, how many, or how drunk was the male who impregnated her? It's like, how many double Jack and Cokes does it take to make a guy think, hey, I'm gonna do that chick? But I really should applaud him because, you know, he did the best with what he had at the time, which was a lot. And also, being a male cashier at Walmart, waiting on impatient customers, makes me, or gives me empathy for what females must go through on dates with guys that they just met who are overly horny. I'll explain what I mean. Like on a busy day, you might be ringing up one customer. The customer behind him or her is in a big hurry to get their shit. They're stacking their items like 5 and 6 and 7 high. So I'm thinking, I don't care how effing high you stack your shit, you ain't gonna get your shit till I say you get your shit. And it's much like the female thinking to the overly horny date that she has. It's like, you ain't getting into my pants till I say you get into my pants, if ever. So, which is a little bit different than the Walmart cashier thing. I can actually, you know, withhold items from a customer because they irritate me. But also at Walmart, one day I was kind of bored, so I devised 3 codes, acronyms, codes, whatever, that males could use to describe females, customers, they may or may not have seen. So the first one is Bob, B-O-B, which stands for big old boobies. Another one was Babs, which stands for big ass black boobies. And the third one is VTS, which stands for visible thong sighting. Okay, and this last category, you sometimes run into a quandary, and that is if you spot a thong and it's being worn by a unattractive, obese woman. Okay, on the one hand, spotting female underwear is always a cause for celebration, but on the other hand, fat and ugly is fat and ugly. So basically there's 3 different responses. A, 1, you're aroused. B, you're not aroused. Or C, I keep flip-flopping, don't I? Anyway, 1, you're aroused. 2, you're not aroused. 3, you're semi-aroused. And that means you don't get a hard-on, but you think about it. Okay. And speaking about sex, so some guys get really upset when a female that they kind of know who they like, and they make their big move and the female turns them down for sex. A lot of guys like take that personally. It's like, oh my god, I'm not smart enough or cute enough or clever enough or whatever enough. But they shouldn't. I mean, there's 2 primary reasons females say no to sex. 1 is personal. I mean, they don't know where your penis has been at. Okay, They don't want to get a venereal disease or AIDS or whatever. Number two, on a societal level, the female is responsible for basically controlling the population, okay? She can't just open her doors of pleasure to any male, okay? Just think about it. Throughout the history of humankind, if females said yes to sex all the times that males wanted to have sex, there'd be like 50 billion people on the planet, okay? It'd be, overpopulation would be threatening the survival of our species. There'd be resources, or there'd be shortages of every critical resource imaginable. Food, water, energy, cell phones, apps. So the next time a female turns you down for sex, guys, you should thank her, because she's just saving the planet one I don't want to F you at a time. Okay, just a couple more things I want to get off my chest. One is I get a kick out of those Cialis commercials. The one I'm thinking about is the one where you know, the guy and the woman are in their personal bathtubs. It's like it's so orchestrated and contrived. I mean, you think, you know, sex is a spontaneous event. You know, people just get carried away and then they're kissing and then all of a sudden, you know, they're having sex. So it's kind of an evolving yet spontaneous thing. But in the Cialis commercial, I can just imagine the guy and the woman beforehand. The guy's like saying to his partner, "Okay, honey, I'm going to take a couple hits of Cialis, and then we're each going to get into our own personal bathtub, and then after my Cialis kicks in, I'm going to screw your brains out for like 6 hours. Okay?" And the other thing I get a kick out of is that warning towards the end of the commercial. Warning: if you have an erection lasting more than 6 hours, consult your doctor. It's like, if after having sex with my girlfriend I have an erection for more than an hour, I'm going to sneak off to the nearest cheap hotel, post an invitation on my Facebook page. Attention, all remotely attractive women in the greater Red Wing area. Come on over. I got something I think you're going to enjoy. But seriously, if I did take Cialis' advice and consult with my doctor, I can just imagine how that phone call would go. It'd be like, probably a female is going to answer the phone. I mean, not always, but most of the time at doctor's office, the receptionist or whatever is female. So I have to tell her, you know, I have an erection that won't go away. And she'll be like, "Oh, Mr. Eide, this is not that kind of 800 number. If you expect me to start talking in a husky voice, describing me touching myself in naughty places, you're mistaken." And I gotta go, no, it's nothing like that. It's a Cialis issue, okay? So I need you to get the doctor to call me back. I mean, I'm sure he's probably already on the golf course, but he needs to tear himself away and call me up, because I need to fix it. Need to fix this problem. So eventually the doctor, you know, takes time off from his golf game, calls me up. You know, "Mr. Eide, I understand you have this long-term erection issue." And I say, "Yeah, doc, what can you do for me?" He goes, "Well, try this. Imagine Roseanne Barr stark naked." And I go, okay, well, that helped a little bit, but it's still there." The doctor goes, "Okay, try this. Imagine Hillary Clinton totally naked." And I go, okay, that helped a little bit too, but it's still there. So the doctor goes, "Okay, imagine Governor Christie totally naked, back to you, and he's bending over and touching himself." "Okay, doc, thanks. I'm good." Anywho, and what else was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah. Okay. one more thing. Are there any Catholics out there in the audience? This is not meant as anything personal towards you, but just gotta say, you got one effed up religion, okay? And simply because, you know, nothing against the Pope. Pope's cool, but I mean, this whole thing with forbidding male clergymen to have sex with women, bad idea. I mean, think about this. You tell a man, okay, you can be a priest for us, but you can't ever have sex with a woman again. You will be married to God. It's like, okay, well, you tell a man he can't have sex with a woman ever. Guess what? He's going to have sex with males. And guess what? A certain percentage of those might just be minors. But it's amazing. People, I know, the Catholic, higher up in the Catholic Church, they're like so shocked that this happened. It's like, how can you not see this coming? But the Catholic Church, they still could have saved themselves. All they had to have done is offer a free online porn subscription to their priests. That way they won't have sex with women, but they can fantasize about it. Okay. Well, that's probably about all I got for you. Thank you.